Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Love. And this is a new film, part of a new Oslo trilogy from writer-director Dag Johan Haugerund. And this film focuses on the story of Marianne, played by Andrea Brian Hovig, and played by Theo Citadella Jacobson, and these two colleagues at a hospital. And you have Marianne, who's a doctor, and Thor, who is a nurse, have a chance meeting on a ferry. And it really changes their experiences in terms of how they approach relationships. You have Marianne, who's exploring relationships, and then becomes a little bit more spontaneous with what she's looking for after this encounter with Thor, who is seeking spontaneous gay relationships on this ferry and other places, talking about cruising, and develops a relationship with a man that has some more tragic turns in terms of their story and their journey together. And this film is a very honest, very raw, very authentic cinematic experience. I tend to be somebody who really appreciates the artistic vision that you can do with film. And what's interesting is Cecily Semek, who is the cinematographer, and along with Haugerund, they choose to go with this very docudrama kind of feel. This is a film that does not look like something that is a movie. It feels almost like a documentary. It almost feels like home videos. It feels very raw in that kind of way. And I think it really works because this is an hyper-real, humanistic drama that there's not a whole lot of like big melodramatic cinematic moments. Even when they do have some really emotional beats, including one particular one where a bit of unfortunate news is disclosed to Thor with this partner that he's exploring this relationship with. It feels very authentic and very real. It doesn't feel like I'm watching a movie, big scene. It's just a very real and very emotional experience in that way. And I think that this docudrama approach works really well for this film. Then you have the writing of this, and everything feels very real and authentic and impactful and poignant in a very naturalistic kind of way. There are moments where it's like two people are having philosophical kinds of conversations, and it feels very engaging and very authentic in the way that these human interactions are happening. And I appreciate that about this film. This film is very raw, very real, very engaging. It's thought-provoking when it comes to relationships and dynamics and what people are looking for. You have a moment when Marianne has a casual relationship, and it's a man cheating on his wife who's away with ailing parents, and talking about expectations of like why he prefers to be sleeping with married women versus women that are single. And this film's not afraid to dig into some more taboo kinds of discussions about relationships and dynamics. It has plenty of emotion, it has plenty of drama, it has good characters to really engage with along the way. I think Hovig and Jacobson give very impactful, poignant, empathetic performances. We feel their connection. I think their connection over the course of this film is very engaging. And at the end of the day, this is a beautiful film that is very humanistic and loses you in this human experience of trying to connect and build relationships and exploring what relationships really mean to you. And that's what I feel like loved most about this experience and what this really excels with. Haugerund really starts off with a strong outing here. Looking forward to seeing Dreams and Sex, the other two films a part of this series. But this is definitely one of those kinds of very raw human dramas that leaves such a lasting impression with you. But those are my thoughts on Love. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.